Time for an informational video about a thing that I found that isn't really that groundbreaking, but I'm making it anyway. If you have a 2016 Freightliner Cascadia, or maybe another one, you might have this airbag pressure gauge here for your suspension. And you may notice that it's at 65 psi. Now, the reason that is because of how much weight is on it. Here's my scale ticket from when I picked it up after I used the gauge to try to figure out, and you can see it's legal. It's close up here, but it's still legal. So I did that with just the gauge. Now obviously after I saw this, I moved the tandems a little bit farther forward to take a little bit of weight off that drive axle, because nobody really wants to be driving around 60 pounds off, especially if you're going to get extra fuel or somehow gain an immense amount of weight, or maybe pick up an extra person, or maybe someone wasn't in the truck, or who knows what. So get rid of that. This is from a previous load, and as you can see, this one was also legal, although just precisely on the trailer. This one I think was only at around 60 psi on the gauge. It was a little lighter, so I figured it was probably okay, and as you can see it is, but obviously I moved the tandems back a little bit so that there wasn't so much weight on the trailer, so that it was like super legal. But that's the point. It's just a simple gauge. It sits there. You can watch it while you're moving your tandems. Obviously, the gauge is not going to read accurately until you're done moving them. So while you're in the process of pulling forward or backing up, the gauge is going to be all over the place. So you obviously have to wait for the truck to be at a complete stop, so there's no tension or compression on the trailer. And that's going to give you a nice even number. So anywhere between 60 and 70, closer to 65 the better though, I'd say. And that way when you go to actually weigh, you'll already be legal or very close, and you won't have to do a lot of tandem sliding or second, third, fourth, fifth weighs, who knows how many, and then you look like an idiot because you keep going around in circles. So you may have already known about this. You might not have one of these gauges, who knows, but if you didn't know about this and you have this gauge, this might be able to help you out if you pick up stuff from shippers that don't have their own scale, or maybe there isn't a scale very close by and you don't want to drive around horribly off balance for 3 years. Alright, goodbye.